Love holds no grievances. This is something that really is summed up right in the first sentence, and yet it's so easy to misunderstand because the ideas of love that we have, even the definitions that we would say that love is, in the same way in the previous lesson. So you who were created by love, like itself, can hold no grievances and know yourself. And know yourself. You can hold grievances, but you can't know yourself. So this kind of goes back to the moral of the story that I got from my death experience, my multidimensional death experience, where I essentially saw all of my future and everything, to really sum it up, which all occurred after I was forgiving the totality of the world. And then, in order to come back after seeing the future that I so desired, I had to accept the resentment or grievance again. Now I'm really making this short, summing it up. I want you to understand that quite literally the only way you see yourself as a body is because you have resentments and grievances. The only way you see the world as physical is because you have resentments and grievances. As soon as I accepted resentments and grievances in my mind again, I came back to the world instantaneously. I completely forgiven everything. That means to see it all as, say, good, but in the sense that it has no problems, no wrongs, nothing to fix, nothing to adjust. It was perfect. Everything was perfect. And therefore, in that moment, I was completely enveloped in, say, salvation. So in the recognition of what this was and what this is, and to come back quite literally to avert from salvation, to say I would rather have some resentments and grievances so I can experience having a family, and I can, as I saw it, and achieve, say, the teaching and influence in the world in which I was called to be done. It was like accepting the same reason and the same way in which I came into this world in the first place. It was not new information to me. This is the same for you. That to know yourself is not just referring to, oh, I'm going to know a nice peaceful place in my mind. We're talking about seeing the alternate reality here. Seeing what is the spiritual universe. Seeing the totality and knowing quite literally everything. Knowing literally everything. That is not a small thing. That is not just like, I mean, we're talking huge. In no way am I going to water it down. To know yourself is the totality of all that is. How could that leave out anything? So in this whole understanding, you take it, and these lessons are designed in a fashion that you're going to take it in the way in which you're ready for. So yes, forgiving grievances, it does seem a lot like pardoning sins. Instead of being upset about how, say, your father left you or your family, and being still holding grievances about that. Instead, letting it go, seeing that there's some better purpose to it, and finding that state of relaxation, peace to it, where you feel like you just put a huge brick down that you've been carrying, say in your chest or wherever it might be, and you literally become lighter. Now this is literally become lighter. That everything that makes you into a body are these ideas of yourself that involve resentments and grievances. You project into the past being bodies when you weren't even bodies. You made this whole world into bodies as you chose resentment and grievances. You have been throughout your life. And I'm talking, I mean, you do this right away. I mean, why is my mommy not feeding me right when I want it? And you resent that. So in the way, it gets a little more complex as you get looking into the past that you don't realize exists anymore. But in the sense of recognizing that you only see a physical world and therefore don't know yourself and don't know God, and the only barriers you have are your resentments, your grievances, your judgments. To resent something isn't, you have to judge it good or bad. You have to judge it as if it's a person's actions. You have to, these are judgments and definitions. Oh, this was a definition of right and wrong, and so on. And so I get down to resentments and grievances are kind of the flowers of the blossoming of judgments and definitions. So judgments and definitions are the roots of those flowers that blossom into resentments and grievances. They might be weeds. Who cares? But in the sense, I'm not judging. I'm not defining them. Okay? But in that sense, just to recognize that the flower of resentments and grievances in which you hold in your mind is down deeper into the roots of having definitions and being able to judge. Not judging someone that's fat or ugly. We're talking about judging them as a person and not the totality of the universe. So anything that is keeping you from seeing and recognizing the totality of the universe, recognizing God in its wholeness, is judgments, definitions, blossomed into resentments and grievances. So it's pretty fantastic as you really are getting down deeper into this. But in that sense of taking this lesson, that love holds no grievances, and so on the surface, it was that I see you as my friend, that I may remember a part of me and come to know myself. And this stuff gets pretty deep in the sense of I can't know them and I can't know myself if I am resenting, if I'm grieving, if I'm judging that they've done something wrong, if I'm defining them as good or bad or a person or not. I can't know myself, I can't know them, I can't know God. I can't see past physicality if I am obsessed with physicality. The resentments and grievances only happen in physicality. They don't happen in the universe of love. Right? They only happen in the world of judgments and definitions. Not in the reality. It can't happen in reality because there's only one in reality. So love holds no grievances. When I let them all go, all my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe. And that's not just perfectly safe. I will know literally the totality of the universe. Yes, of course, perfectly safe is in there. Yes, of course. Absolutely. That's just one little thing just to help you get out of resentments and grievances. It's okay. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. You're so safe. You're beyond your definition of safe. You're way out there. You're so safe that safe is not even a question anymore. Not even a thought. That sentence doesn't even make sense when you're out there. It doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about safety? Of course I'm safe. Of course. I'm the only thing that exists. So this really is part of the key of quite literally experiencing the spiritual universe. I literally deliberately, someone even mentioned just yesterday is that you're in the world and you're denying truth. And I'm like, yes, I want to be in the world. I am deliberately denying truth. Like I know what I am doing. I am deliberately here, completely denying truth on purpose. Completely on purpose. Do you know you're doing that? So many of us want to try and get out, but we're fighting against ourselves. What are we fighting against? The part of ourselves. The part that wants to hold resentments and grievances. You can simply stop. Those are those bars that make this reality seem real. You can stop those instantaneously, all of them. But while you can't, while you seem you're struggling, forgive one at a time. You want to see past it? You want to know the truth? Forgive one at a time. And then soon, you will be done.